Closed reading is when you analyze and you look at the text very closely so you can better understand the whole meaning behind the story, the poem, etc. There's a whole wide variety of things you can do. I like to look at the symbolism, the metaphors, and really understand the deep meaning. My favorite part about closed reading is when I get to reread the story and underline, circle, and go through the story, because sometimes when I get a story I don't understand the meaning, so when I reread it I get it and I understand the whole thing. I think that close reading makes me feel like a better reader, because when I understand what the author is trying to portray, I feel like I know and I'm smart because I get the whole story, so it's a really good thing. I used to not like to read a lot because I never found books that I actually liked, or I would read a book and get different kinds of books, and I would start reading 1 or 2 chapters and I wouldn't understand it. So it's hard to read something when you don't understand what you're reading, because to your mind it's just blah blah because nothing makes sense. But once I started using close reading and looking at the different symbols and metaphors, then I liked reading because I knew what I was looking at. I feel like I read more now than I used to at any point in my life, because I used to have assignments on reading and I would just write on things I read before because I didn't know what to read. I never found anything interesting, and now after I've done a lot of close reading throughout my high school years, I feel like I read a lot.